I thought for sure the dock here would be just slammed with people. 30, 40 people just waiting to start fishing and chilling. I'm tripping over stuff on my boat because I'm loaded up for a camping adventure. The water is open, a little bit of skim ice right here at the ramp, but the ramp itself, I did it with 2-wheel drive. I didn't even put it in 4-wheel drive. It's just because I forgot. We're going to Nancy's every year between Christmas and New Year's. This is an event that I have, and I invite all of you. Fishin' and Chillin'. Find me on Facebook, become a friend. Let's go fishing. I realize, of course, that not everybody's a fan of the winter weather here at Raystown Lake, but you cannot deny it is beautiful when it's draped in snow. So as far as drawdown, the water's low, and being able to be a bank angler, you could literally come out and you could walk the shorelines just casting and stand a good chance at catching some lake trout. So there are some good things whenever this lake gets cold. There's good things that happen to the fish. I'm Randall, it's nice to meet you. So today the goal is just going to be to get camp set up. My sonar is telling me that we got a water temperature of 37 degrees. Don't fall in the water, man. It's cold in there. No more drifting boats. For a hot minute there, I even thought about camping right here on the flat. This area here is built up to be flat, almost like they're making a beach. I considered setting my tent right out there on the point. There's ice on it, but the ice is floating. So when you walk on it, it kind of cracks and breaks underneath. And I don't want to be dealing with that. So I'm gonna go set up right on the point there. I'm gonna go sweat a little. All right, I got camp set up. I want to get out on the water. Let's go. For the most part, the water is open. We have a few ducks swimming around, but for the most part, I don't see any life, no activity on the surface of the water. So we're going to be dependent on our sonar. I'm definitely marking a ton of stuff at 30 to 35 feet, and I'm really glad that I figured that out. If I were to do some, like just sitting weights, if I were to pull the nose of the boat into the bank and just wait, this whole wall here next to Nancy's would actually be a good option. I'm seeing a ton of stuff, but all along this side here, about 35 feet, I'm marking tons. But I think tomorrow when I get up, I'm probably gonna head down to 7 Points, do a little jigging for trout. I like going after Lakers, so again, I like to do my own thing. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Camp set up. I'm gonna go back and warm up some soup because I'm a little chilled. It's not too bad. I just have my thin gloves on and my light jacket. I didn't need my heavy one. So I got the lights working, but holy cow, I had the itty bitty little screw in it that keeps the back on for the batteries. Like they want you to have like some eyeglass screwdrivers, a little roll one. Well, I didn't have that, so I took a knife and I just carved out the plastic so I could get to it. The heater's kicking. I have it on full blast right now, but it's plenty toasty. I could probably turn it down. There's no wind. It is so still. It's like silent out there. So it's kind of, my voice is booming right now. You can hear it all across the lake. Oh well. So that's it for the night, guys. I'll see you in the morning, all right? And I think first thing we're going to chase Lakers. I got to go down and chase my Lakers. So good night to you. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Last night it got, well, it got chilly for sure. but my heater kept me warm enough. But what I did is I banked it off to its lowest setting, and I just let my sleeping bag do my to keep me warm, and it did. It did a good job on that. But when I woke up this morning, got out of the sleeping bag, it was cold. So there's no two ways about it. It's chilly out here for sure. I just wanted to conserve some of my propane. So this morning I rolled out of the bunk and I cranked the heater up all the way, and I'm just making some coffee. I've been up for quite a while, kind of doing tinkering around on YouTube. I'm just having some coffee, and I'll probably eat some sweets to get the day started. And then we're going to hop on the boat and go look for some Lakers. So good morning to you. Cheers. I'll give that a minute. It's only now, after I've made my instant coffee, that I remembered I have a French press in that kit right there, and coffee. So there's no reason for me to be having instant this morning, except for I forgot. So today I am fishing solo. I have a couple friends coming out, of course, over the next couple days, but I couldn't line anybody up for today. So that actually suits me just fine, because that gives me a chance to do a little scouting, so to speak. Go out and find stuff, so that whenever my buddies show up, I'm not going out blind. Well, I walked out this morning, walked out to look at the boat, and realized the ice is encroaching. I won't lie, it made me a little bit nervous, because I see ice all the way over to across the point here in front of me. It wasn't there last night. I honestly don't think fishing and chilling would have happened if it got any colder for any longer. I'm sure that skim ice will break up today, like through the day, but well, I hope so anyway. It'd be tough to get back to camp if it's if it's covered in ice. So if it's thin enough, I'll be able to just kind of bump through with my boat, but won't lie, I looked out there, I got a little nervous. Sometimes the tail won't squirt right away. Don't be alarmed if that happens in the cold. Just let it run for about 15-20 seconds and then kill it. And don't worry, it's not going to overheat in the 15 or 20 seconds, but it will warm up. And the way the engine is designed, the travel of the water, it melts because of the heat of the engine. It melts and opens that hole up. So about 15-20 seconds, then kill it and let it sit like that just for a couple minutes, and usually that's enough to melt it up inside, and it'll start to telltale again. But whenever you're in low temperatures, it's just one of those things. Don't be alarmed by it. It's by design. It's going to thaw that out. I hope I'm right. All right. I wasn't worried, were you? Let's go fishing. There's the old shanty back there. Home sweet home. Yeah, that's ice. Water temperature is 36 degrees right here, but it wasn't enough to keep that ice from forming. Right there's the edge of it. And of course, Raystown, man. It sure is beautiful out here. sun is shining and my icebreaker is going right through it. But that sun, guys, it's gonna be over 40 degrees today. Here's a nice little sheet of ice. Let's see how this goes. I just have it in gear and it's just enough to push through this. You're talking about ice that's a 16th inch thick, and I can just see ripples going out all the way across the water as I'm busting through it. It's not hurting the boat at all, it's just chopping right through. It's kind of a cool sound. It's kind of a cool experience to cut through this ice like this. You feel like you're one of them icebreakers. I think that's the end of it. I don't see any more out there. We'll keep our eyes peeled. It is chilly out whenever we're going down the water, but that sun feels great. As soon as I stop, I feel bacon on me. Here at mile marker 10, literally the sign is going to be right here in front of me. I always try to show you guys where I'm fishing so you have some idea of where to go to. But keep in mind, I'm doing that because I want to coach you a little bit, give you some direction. So when you come out and you jig at mile marker 10 for say, and you're kind of jigging around, maybe you'll catch, maybe you won't, but just know that's kind of the area that you want to look for. That kind of depth, with a little bit of submerged timber, things like that, and drive around until you see some marks on your depths, on your sounder, whatever you have. I got sonar and down scan that I use, and as long as things look like they do here at mile marker 10, you can go all over the lake and find places that are similar to that and have some success. All right, we hooked something. Does not feel big. I'm not struggling here. But we got something. Oh. It was a smallmouth bass. That's what it was. I was just jigging on the bottom with that. Boy, way down there though, about 35 feet. And smallmouth bass, picked them up. So still out here that I don't even need to anchor lock. I would say the depth they like is 30 to 35 feet. And they're very tight too. Just 30 to 35 feet. It's a very narrow range and I'm seeing them, and all the marks look the same. And the one that I brought up right to the boat here, you guys saw, I think I caught it, it was a smallmouth. So I have to assume that almost everything anyways that I'm seeing is probably bass. I thought I had a twig on or something like that. Just a little perch. Not a little perch, nice perch. Nice little yellow perch. I'm not going to keep that. I'm going to send it right back down. Fish on. That feels good, nice. Got life. trolling with my kicker motor, my little 9.9. It's doing really good for me. And I'm searching while I'm doing this, so it's working out really well. Moderate speed. I can't tell you what I am, but I just watch the spoons, make sure they look nice. But this one hit well enough to let me know he was back there for sure. It's funny, I haven't reeled a fish in for so long. Oh, she's fighting all of a sudden. I'm gonna let her take some drag. I might have a nice fish here, I'm not sure. I can't tell you for sure, I haven't seen it. But it's fighting pretty nice. Happy with that. I'm not slowing down or anything, so I'm pulling it with the engine. And it's really important with Lakers, you got to keep the tension on because their mouths are kind of hard. So the hook doesn't usually go in. It doesn't hold all that great. So just keep the tension on. Oh, I just set it and I just lost it. Oh. That's what I mean, man. You got to keep the tension on. What a shame. Felt like a good fish. Well, wow, that's disappointment. Wow, that's disappointment. Well, that's what we caught it on, so we're going to put it back out. I know my speed's good, and I'll just keep working it. Wow, you hate to lose fish. I know some of that is just, working the cameras and such, but I've done this enough now that shouldn't have happened. So obviously I just did a poor job pulling it in. I watched the review there. I must have let up or something. I'm not sure. I changed the drag on it. I probably shouldn't have. But keep going now. What I can do about that. Just picked up another one. It's only been I haven't had time to get that one out, so it's only been a minute or two. All right, let's bring this one in, huh? Let's bring this one in. We got him. It's just a little guy. And he did take the hook a little bit, so he got a little bit of bleeding going on, but hey, that's part of fishing, I reckon. I'm just gonna get him out of here. There he goes. Not every release is gonna be smooth, and that one gave me some trouble, so. But he's back in the water nonetheless. We're still fishing. We never stopped fishing. Let's see if we can get another one. That's the spoon we caught it on today. Just that little guy, little copper and gold looking spoon. Pretty beat up, but he didn't care. So I think I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish there. I putted around, so we hooked into 2 Lakers and I lost the one and I brought the one in, and I might have just enough time today before the sun goes down that I can run to another spot. So I'm gonna go try this, do a little vertical jigging. So far we've hooked that smallie, a yellow perch, and we hooked 2 Lakers. So we're still kind of scouting today. Today's kind of the first day of this, but I'm gonna call that success. That is success. I believe we have a fish on. Maybe I'm just wrong. I've been trying to do the vertical jigging thing, but maybe they just want a spoon, you know. At least 40 feet, so 40 to 45 feet. That's how deep this one was. And I'm just trolling the main channel between mile marker 4 and 5. Seems to be coming right in. Corner of the mouth. All right. Noticing a trend. It's that same spoon. There you go. Just a simple acre. Just a little guy. Oh, we got another fish on. This is a tree. I got close to the side there. Wasn't paying attention. So all I'm doing is I'm kind of trolling my way back toward Nancy's. And the day's getting late. And so I think I learned a little something today. Learning they really like that copper spoon.